All right. So, people are mad with Bishop Jakes, and I don't really know why they're mad about what he said. So Bishop Jakes on Father's Day made some comments during his message. He had a special Father's Day message, of course, and he made some comments that have chapped a lot of people's hide, made a lot of people upset, and I don't really understand what the problem is. Now, I'm gonna tell you why I don't understand. He basically said, and I don't want to give away the video just yet because I'm gonna play the video, but he basically said, listen, if you haven't walked in my shoes, you don't have the responsibilities that I have, you don't have my makeup, don't try to tell me how I'm supposed to operate. And I think that's a valid point, because a lot of folks today try to do just that. We'll come to the video, back to the video a little bit later, but I want to make my statement clear up front. I remember when my daughters reached the age of about 11, 12, 13, when they became women, young women. They were teenagers, but their bodies started becoming a young woman. There were some things that I simply did not understand. I remember they would be acting a certain way, or they would respond a certain way, or they would come. And I remember one time my daughter wanted to talk to Eunice, and she wanted me to step out of the room. Well, at first, I was a little offended. I'm like, well, what she got to talk about with you that I can't be a part of the conversation? I mean, I'm her father. And then kind of Eunice kind of gave me like a little look that told me, oh, okay, got it. This is a female conversation, not a daddy conversation. And I just politely left out of the room and closed the door. I didn't say, what you mean? I know. I got a mama and I got a wife. I know what you do. Your body ain't nothing. Shoot, I understand women go through. No. I didn't do none of that. I simply removed myself from the environment so they could have a woman-to-woman exchange. Young woman between older woman exchange. A mother and a daughter exchange. Why? Because I don't understand or have no frame of reference for what she's going through. I understand it empathetically. I can empathize. I understand it observing, but I don't really understand the emotions, the feelings, the fears, the concerns of the pain of what her body is going through, because I'm not a woman. I think we got to get to that point in manhood as well. There's some stuff that, plain and simple, I understand about my sons because I'm a man. Doesn't mean that my wife is wrong. Doesn't mean that my wife is out of pocket, out of order, or anything like that. She just does not understand some things. I can say that over the years, my wife has realized that in many ways, and she has adjusted herself, or she's deferred to me on certain things. There's still some things that she doesn't understand, and sometimes we disagree about, sometimes passionately, sometimes not so passionately. But I think there's an understanding on her part that, yeah, he's a man. He understands some things that I simply do not. I think we got to land there and stay there to understand that it's just simply some things that we don't know. But the internet had a problem with what Bishop Jakes said, and they had a lot to say. So I want to know what y'all think about what Bishop Jakes says. I'm going to play the video for y'all in just a little bit, and then we're going to check y'all comments. I'm going to find out what Donna thinks, because Donna doesn't always agree with us. I'm going to find out what Pastor Tuck thinks. He doesn't always agree with me. Let's see what the conversation is, and let's have this talk. Listen, family, let's see who's in the room. Oh, I'm dropping the phone. Yeah. Yeah. I need y'all to share this room today. This is going to be a good conversation. Let's see who's here. Clubhouse. Quasi. Keese. Did I say that right? I don't think so. Good morning. Paul, what's up, Paul? How you doing, sir? Good morning, Paul. Shauna. Good morning, Shana. Angela, how you doing, ma'am? Good morning. Marina. Good morning. Royce. Good morning, Royce. Good morning, Shateri. Did I say that right? Probably didn't. Good morning, sis. Sabrina, how y'all doing? Good morning. ID. Good morning. Muriel. Good morning. Tanisha, how you doing, ma'am? Good morning. Good to see you. Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. Stephanie. Good morning. Kimberly Hope, what's up, sis? How you doing? Good to see you in the house, sis. Orangeburg, South Carolina represent. There it is.
30 hertz straight up.
Paul, good morning. What's up, Paul? How you doing, sir? What's going on? Fort Lake is in the building. What's up? Marion Motley, good to see you, ma'am. How you doing? Rialto, California, in the house. Reverend Samuel Durd. Samuel Durd. Good morning, sir. Carol, what's up, Carol? How you doing, my sister? Good to see you here as always. Shakumaka Alumuno. Good morning. Nigeria in the house. Yeah. Greg. What's up, Greg? How you doing, Greg? Good morning, sir. Makai. Good morning, Makai. What's up, Bishop Eddie Alexander? How you doing? Good to see you here. Letitia. Good morning. Good to see you, sis. Ronnie. What's up, Ronnie? Good morning. David. What to do with David? I see the beard game, David. I wish my beard was that thick. It's not. Natasha. Good morning. Rika. What's up, Rika? Good morning. Tanika. Good morning. Keandra. Good morning. Celeste, what's up, my sister? Celeste King is in the building. What to do, ma'am? Andrea, good morning. Bridget, good morning. Let me see who else. Raquel, good morning, Raquel. Listen, do me a favor, y'all. I need y'all to share this room. I want to have this conversation. Why are we so upset about what Bishop Jake said? And what do you think about what he says? Do me a favor. Call your mama, call your daddy, call your auntie, call your cousin, call your uncle, call your friend, call your coworker, call your family, call your grandma, call your auntie. Who did I leave out? Call your next door neighbor and let them all know that the Akintunde show is about to start. I'm amped, y'all. Let's go.
Another track lay production, but no joke entertainment. Let's go.
Akintunde is gonna make you laugh real loud. So come on, scream it out. Akintunde is gonna make you laugh real loud. Now, Akintunde.
Daily I shall.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what? Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
A-K-I-N Tunde.
Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products. Caps, travel mugs, drawstring bags, water bottles, stadium cups, umbrellas, tote bags, and t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising company. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com.
Imprinting the best for less.
Greetings. I am Darrell Presley, owner and operator of Presley Cares Mortuary Services of West Columbia, South Carolina. Our mission here at Presley's is to provide excellent, quality, superior funeral service to all, regardless of economic status, religion, or race, with our society being embedded with a diverse class of people. Our staff here at Presley
All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. How y'all doing, family? Thank y'all for waiting. We had a little little bit of technical difficulties right there for a minute, but thank y'all for y'all patiently waiting. Hey, y'all, listen, we're live on Clubhouse. We're live on the brand new My Church channel. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live, soon to be live on Instagram. Not yet, though. And we thank y'all so much. This is the Akintunde Show, and we thank y'all for being here with us today. Bishop T.D. Jakes blew up the internet once again, and a lot of people are upset by what he said. We're going to discuss it, what he said. We're going to play the video in just a little bit. And but let me get the crew on the screen and welcome everybody to the show and get the show started. Pastor Lewis Tucker, Donna J. Good morning, family. How y'all doing?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good
How
morning.
are you? How's everybody doing?
Good. We're good. We're good.
Yes. Yeehaw.
Pastor Tucker's muted.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Got a little bit of feedback. Boy, the roach is out today.
Telling
You mute on Clubhouse.
All right.
you. Right.
There we go. All right. Good morning.
There you go.
All right, family. Oh, there's a little bugs this morning. What technology is something else? All right. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
good. Yes, yes.
Awesome-tastic.
How are you today? How are you doing today?
I'm good. It's been a busy morning. And after a busy 24 hours meeting with our sales team, I was in sales meetings all day yesterday.
Yes.
Which was good because we got some things established. And we got some packages. If y'all want to get some sponsor packages, y'all need to reach out to us. These bad boys going fast. I can guarantee you that. I'm happy and excited about our new salespeople. I think they're going to do a good job. So I'm super excited about that. That'll be able to scale and grow the show and open up for more opportunities. But I'll tell y'all about that a little bit later on. I got to tell you about a lot. We got our Kingdom Content Workshop is now finally on sale. And Pastor Lewis Tucker, Kelby McNabb, and Jaleel and myself will be teaching a workshop coming up on July the 18th through the 19th, a 2-day workshop. I'll tell you a little bit more about that a little bit later on. And then, of course, we have our Ladies and Gentlemen live talkback series that's kicking off July the 28th. Lots going on here at WF Media Group. I appreciate y'all. We don't take it lightly at all. But I want to really hop right into this conversation because I really want to get everybody's thoughts. And so, Jaleel, if you got that video ready, I want to play that video and get Pastor Tucker and Donna's like raw thoughts. And then we're going to go through some stuff about fatherhood and manhood. Ladies, me and Pastor Tucker going to help y'all out on some stuff. And the brothers in the room, we're going to help y'all out on some stuff. Donna got that look on that y'all coming for me look on her face.
Ebony, where are you? Ebony Funderburg.
I don't need to call for no help. I don't need to call for no help.
Facts, you never have to.
Hey.
You never need help against facts. So that's just all. That's all it is.
Look, see,
Ain't no argument for truth.
Look,
No argument for truth.
that is so true. That is so true.
No help.
But we do have a perspective
Y'all do.
of truth as well.
Y'all do.
Hey, ain't no perspective of truth.
Yes,
everybody
we do.
Want to talk about. Everybody want to
See,
talk about my truth.
I can't even get my
Look,
perspective. No, I didn't say my truth. I didn't say my
So,
truth.
When you talk about perspective of truth, everybody talk
Perspective
about
of
my
truth.
truth.
No,
There's
no.
only one truth. That's the truth.
And so we need our truth as well.
No,
Yeah.
Well,
See, we can't even agree on
let's
that.
play the video before
Jesus
we
Let's
debate.
play it.
I
Play
am
it.
the
Play
way,
the roll the video.
and the life.
As the
There's
producer,
only one
roll
truth,
the
Donna.
video.
I know this is gonna get me on TikTok for sure, but here I go. If another woman tells me how to be a father, I will open my mouth and flat out scream. You can no more tell me how to be a father than I can tell you how to birth a baby. I don't know nothing about birthing a baby. I don't know nothing about nursing a child. You have to know what you don't know. Shut up being the teacher and just be the wife. How do you know how to be a father? Not only are you not a father, most of you didn't even have a father, and yet you're an expert on how to be.
You hear the
Well,
boos? They was like, boo! No, they were saying, ooh. I know they were saying, ooh.
That reminds me of an old gospel song. I am free. Praise the Lord. I'm free, no longer bound. Hallelujah. No more chains holding me. My soul is resting. It's such a blessing. Hey, praise the Lord. Bishop Jakes is free to say what he want to say. I think we should play that again. Should we play it again? I think so. Why the heck not? Run that beautiful bean footage again, Julia. Play it again. Play it again.
I know this is going to get me on TikTok for sure, but here I go. If another woman tells me how to be a father, I will open my mouth and flat out scream. You can no more tell me how to be a father than I can tell you how to birth a baby. I don't know nothing about birthing a baby. I don't know nothing about nursing a child. You have to know what you don't know. Shut up being the teacher and just be the wife. How do you know how to be a father? Not only are you not a father, most of you didn't even have a father, and yet you're an expert on how to be.
Off here.
Yeah, what's I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with what Bishop Jake said there. Somebody tell me what's wrong with that. In the comments. Facebook, tell me what's wrong with that. Clubhouse, tell me what's wrong with what he said. Not maybe you didn't like how he said it. I don't know if that was it. Maybe it was the delivery. Maybe it was the veracity, the ferociousness of it all. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the words of the modern day, generation.
Yeah.
What he said, period, with a T at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
He said that. He said that. And he stood 100% flat-footed and said it. Mm-hmm. Ain't afraid of that smoke neither.
Yeah.
You heard him when he said it.
Yeah.
He never been afraid of smoke. So, but
that's the question. Mm-hmm. Okay, Donna, what's wrong with what he said?
I didn't say there was anything wrong with what he said.
Well, you talking about your perspective on the truth.
Now that was another thing that we was talking about. We were not just talking about this because I actually agree that men should, let men lead in men issues. Because we do not know what it's like to be a man. We do not know what it's like to walk in your shoes. We don't know what it's like. We can only empathize with it. We can't sympathize with it. So it is for Bishop Jakes to say what he said. I don't have a problem with what he said. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people just have a problem of how he said it because he should shut up. Shut up, okay, so that's where, shut up being a teacher and just be the wife, So I think that was kind of raw. That could have rubbed some people the wrong way. And
Donna, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are there times when people talking and you trying to tell them something that they need to hear and they still talking that you want to tell them shut up?
Oh, of course, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Sometimes that's what needs to be said. I don't care who you are, whether you're the doctor, the lawyer, the preacher, the teacher. Sometimes folk need a great big personal shut up in your face. Because that's what you need to hear.
Yeah.
So
because you ain't listening to nothing else. You ain't listening to be quiet. You ain't listening to I need you to hear me. You ain't listening to nothing else. All you gonna hear is shut up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's go to comments.
But who is he talking to? My whole thing with this whole thing is that who are you talking to? Is that people that are these the ratchet women, so-called ratchet women? Because there's a lot of statistics here that I know that we're going to get into a little later about women being the dominant person in the household or the only parent in the household,
Mm-hmm.
and I know we're going to get into that. So is he talking to that? Because for me, I feel like, I was raised with a father. So I saw what my father came home every night. My father was there every single day. So I don't feel like that is who he's saying, because I'm not trying to tell a man how to be a father, but I am saying this is what I saw growing up as a father.
But I think with that point, let me say this right. I think with that point, I think, Donna, you put yourself in a very small percentage of people who had that experience.
I agree.
So I think, but here's the whole thing. I think the fact that sometimes when you say, Pastor Tucker's a pastor, he can tell you this. Sometimes you say things corporately, so you don't have to say them directly or privately. Sometimes you tell the whole team to shut up, as opposed to telling that one person to shut up.
Right. But
this is the thing with that. What you just said, Donna, is this. You said that you saw a father.
Yes.
And you said you're not trying to teach. Well, first of all, you have to listen. You said you have to listen to what he just said. He said, if I have one more woman trying to tell me how to be a father. And so he's talking to women that are trying to tell men how to father. Yeah. So once again, you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, the hit one gonna holler. So if you're not trying to tell a man how to be a father, he's not talking to you.
Exactly. So that's why I was saying.
So he's not talking
to. So once again, doesn't even pertain to you.
Exactly.
Second of all, the fact of you seeing a father, he said most of you did not have a father.
There it is.
Once again, you have to understand exactly what he just said.
Who he was talking to.
Once again,
the most.
And even having a father does not qualify you to teach, because watch this. There was this thing I saw on TV where it was on Judge Steve Harvey, and it was a case where the sister-in-law was suing the brother-in-law for this gender reveal party, where they were supposed to have been gender revealed with darts, and she was filming the family. The dude threw the dart and it landed in her foot. And so she's suing him because she had to go to the hospital and all this. And Steve, you went to the hospital because the dart landed in your foot. Tell me, I didn't want to pull it out because I watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy and I didn't want to bleed out.
Oh my gosh.
Bleed out from a dart?
Yes. So that goes to show you can watch doctors on TV, but that don't make you one.
Jesus.
So just the fact that you had just the fact that you had a father in the house and you saw one still does not qualify you to be one. Because we can watch doctors on TV. And so once again, what he's telling you is you're still not qualified to be one, even though you saw one. Because you're not made to be one.
Yeah.
I get it.
Let's get some of these comments in.
Teach it.
Let me start back up here. Let me see. I'll start right around. I'm gonna start after we was talking about the. Let me see here. Okay, I'll start past Stephanie. She said quite a few are picking up their teeth and putting in steel toe pumps. There it is. Tanisha said, although our knowledge is limited because we are not men, we can offer some info, especially if we were raised by a father and have been around men, particularly older men, and even more so if a man has not been raised around his father. Again, our knowledge is still limited. Good point, Tanisha. Royce said, nothing at all. Deaf on point. All right, Royce. Letitia said, nothing. It was straight to the point, sharp. It was to the point, sharp. Roy said, right, period, with the T on it. Marina said, from a biblical perspective, he is correct. However, he didn't use the best example, and he is also incorrect about a woman not being able to speak into the situation. Let me address that for a minute. Ladies, we gotta remember something. Again, I use the analogy up top if you missed it. I mentioned that when my daughters were about 11 and 12 years old, when they started to have their cycles, I noticed some changes, and there were some things that was different. And sometimes, in most cases, I knew this is way out of my depth. If whatever that conversation is, they didn't even ask me about it, except in rare situations when their mother wasn't around. However, I remember one particular time, Kalia came into the room and she asked if she could talk to mom, and she needed, and I was like, and immediately my mind said, well, what you got to talk about with your mother that you can't talk about with me? Then it was like the Holy Spirit said, hey, you know, and I remember, I think I looked at Eunice and she gave me like a look, like, you know, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a female thing. Let me walk out the room and close the door, right? And in that moment, what God was saying, what my wife was showing me and telling me is that this ain't about you. And sometimes, ladies, you got to recognize something. This is a man business. Let him handle his son. He might be 12, he might be 14, he might be 18, he might be 20, he might be 32. Here's the thing. If you don't let your husband or the father handle his son at 12 or 14, you're going to have to clean up some mess at 21 and 24. If you don't let him handle it at 21, 24, 19, you're going to have to deal with some grown man trifling mess at 33, 35. So sometimes you got to say, maybe I didn't like the way he said it. Maybe I don't agree with what he said. But at this point right here, I need to do what Bishop Jake said, shut up and watch out. That's strong. That's harsh. I know y'all don't like that, but that's facts. Sometimes you're in a situation that you need to back out of because you need to let this man raise his son, even if you don't agree with everything. So, so sometimes we worry about schematics, but you got to worry about facts. You got to understand protocol. And what are you teaching your son if every time his father tries to correct him or teach him something, you slide in and you set a pick? You can't set picks all the time. Because now then what happens is the defense don't work or nor the offense. So you gotta recognize when you gotta back out. Let me get some more comments in, and then I'm check Facebook too. Somebody, Paul Gilliard said Bishop was correct on all levels with his statement on Sunday. Yep. Hey, listen, I really wish y'all could have heard what Bishop Bailey had to say on Sunday. Jesus. I'm gonna tell you, Pops was on one. Oh my God. If y'all ain't like what Bishop Jakes had to say, yeah. Andrea said, I don't disagree with what he said or even how he said it. As far as people getting offended, all I'll say is only a hit dog will holler. There it is, Andrea. Pastor Stephanie says, sometimes delivery is rough, but the term shut up happens when one is tired and frustrated. Come on now. Come on. Keeping silent can cause an explosion. Oh, that sound like a woman who understand manhood. That sound like a woman who was raised with an old gangster daddy in the house. That's who then married an old gangster husband. Listen, it's just a different. There is differences when you grow up with a man in the house because you recognize men say stuff differently. Men have different delivery. It just is what it is. Facts. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. When we come back, we're going to get into some other thoughts, some other terms, reasons why this may be an issue. And then I'm going back to your comments. Clubhouse, Facebook, I'll check YouTube as well. Listen, family, we're coming right back. This is the Akintunde Show. We're talking about it. Why is everybody so upset with what Bishop Jakes had to say? What do you have to say about it? What do you think? Do you agree with what I just said? What Pastor Tuck had to say? Do you agree with what Donna said? Hey, family, we family here. We love to talk and share our opinions. This is the Akintunde Show. Don't y'all move. Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products, caps, travel mugs, drawstring bags, water bottles, stadium cups, umbrellas, tote bags, and t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising company. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com.
Imprinting the best for less.
Greetings. I am Darrell Presley, owner and operator of Presley Cares Mortuary Services of West Columbia, South Carolina. Our mission here at Presley's is to provide excellent, quality, superior funeral service to all, regardless of economic status, religion, or race, with our society being embedded with a diverse class of people. Our staff here at Presley's pledges to offer only one class of service, and that is superior. So rendering professional services to the families that call upon us is not an option, it's mandatory. Presley Cares Mortuary Services, where we are caring for you and your loved one.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what? Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
A-K-I-N Tunde.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, y'all. Shout out to Daryl Presley and the whole team over at Presley Cares, one of our newest sponsors to the Akintunde Show. We thank you so much, and we don't take it lightly at all that y'all will support us. We appreciate you. Let me read some more comments here. Pastor Stephanie said, I was raised by a strong alpha male with 2 older brothers. He was teaching and tough loving my brothers to be men and to grow up. When my mama would get involved, it easily went south. She would coddle, but daddy would father because that's who he was. Straight, no chaser. First Thessalonians said, that's Pastor Stephanie talking about Pastor Robert Earls. What's up, Papa Earls? How you doing, sir? 50 years in matrimony. There it is. First Thessalonians, and that ye study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your hands as we command you. I love it. I love it. That's a good word right there. That's a good word. Oh my God, that's a good word. Sometimes it's just good. You just drop the word and leave it right there. Ashley Bailey said, Grey's Anatomy has everyone thinking they can do brain surgery. Y'all can't even cut bread and even triangle halves.
Say it, Ashley Bailey. Say it.
Andrea's agreeing with her. McCarthy Glaze said, first, people need to stop misquoting him. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That's why I played the clip, because a lot of times people hear something that wasn't even said. I say this all the time in my house. I said, I'm not responsible for what you heard. I'm responsible for what I said.
What I see.
That's a consistent quote in my house. Royce Thomas said, yeah, Pops went in. Much needed though, Doc. There it is. Marina said the point of delivery should be to change in action. Okay. So Marina's saying that the delivery was strong. Sometimes, Marina, the delivery need to get your attention. You know, even on our team around here, you know, I've learned I really temper and really try to be professional with what I say. But sometimes, you know, particularly in the heat of production, and production is moving fast. Look, hey, look, I ain't got time to say it cute.
Hey, watch this. How many times you got 5 kids?
Yes, sir.
How many times you done said, I need y'all to clean your room, and the room still don't get clean?
Still don't get clean.
Ain't till you raise your voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't tell you until you say it in such an unnice manner.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you get results.
Yeah.
Some folk just don't listen.
Yeah. Yeah. And when
until
they think
the tone change,
and when they think
things get serious,
and when they think they got the option to listen or not listen,
exactly.
You got to snatch attention. You got to grab it. You got to grab it. Donna, what's your thoughts?
Woo.
You know, I can tell. I know my sister. I can tell Donna is when that computer swirling. That little. If you got a Mac, the little beach ball be spinning around. What's your thoughts, Donna?
I really don't have a problem with what he said.
Okay.
And I really don't have a problem with how he said it. My question at that time was who was he talking to? Who is this conversation supposed to go through to when you're saying most of you didn't have a father in the house? And I'm saying, well, I had a father, but I still understand that the dynamics of the father and the mother. There's different things that they bring to the table that you need both to be a whole. Now, in my household, my daughter, she was not raised with her father. So I had to kind of incorporate and try to, bring some of that male stuff in, even though I'm not a male, but there are certain qualities and certain principles that I could bring in to kind of raise her. But her father still had to, give his input, even though he wasn't in the household. He still had to give his input so that we could raise her whole.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this question then, Donna.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you fathered your daughter?
No, I cannot be a father to her.
And
I cannot be her father.
And that's the point that he made. Even though you had one, even though you had one present, you don't have the ability to be one.
Right, and I agree with that.
I don't
want to be her father.
And that's the simple point that he's making. He's saying that there are a lot of women who seem to think that because, like you said, I've seen it. So I have the ability to teach somebody this. This is not in your skill set. I don't care how much experience you've been around it. I don't care how much, it's not in your skill set.
Right.
See, because you teach what you know, you reproduce who you are. And the truth of the matter is some men can't do it because that's not who they are.
Jesus.
Yes.
And so to that point right there about reproduce who you are, because I think that's a loaded point. And that goes to some of the issues. Let me reverse engineer what Pastor Tucker said right there. Okay, Donna, we've had conversations off mic and on mic about some of the, in terms overall. I'm not talking about any one particular person right now, but I'm talking about some of the issues in terms of manhood today in regards to responsibility.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not talking about who works and who makes more money. We're not having that conversation. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about some of the basic responsibilities and not knowing what your responsibility is, right?
Right.
So in some of that, because some of the stuff that I see men not do, it's rather shocking to me. It's literally it's a cuss moment sometimes. It's like, what the what? Like I told you before some time ago, I mentioned this situation where one of the police officers who go to church with myself, I won't call his name specifically for this conversation, but he told me, he shared a moment when he pulled up to a young lady on the side of the road changing a tire. And she was outside of the car changing a tire. And then he said, he stopped to help her. As he should have, right? As a man, but he, even as an officer. And then he said the car rocked. And then he realized somebody's in the car. And then he looked up thinking, it's a kid that don't know you don't rock the car when his car's up on this little punk jack. And he said, he looked at, and he said, the boyfriend was sitting in the passenger seat. How the heck you don't know that as a man, your girlfriend, your wife, or a woman who, she could be your sister, your cousin, or your friend, how you sitting in the car? That's basic manhood 101. How the heck you in the car and this woman out here changing this tire? And guess what? Even if you don't know how to change the tire, joker, hold a tool, be there just in case, be there, do something. But you sitting in the car? What? That's because he clearly didn't know that this is a foul position for a grown man to be in, even a young boy.
Or he didn't care.
So let's reverse engineer that. What Pastor Tucker said, he said, you reproduce who you are. Ladies, if you're raising a son by himself and you don't have the proper male input, or you have male input and you don't allow it, you're going to reproduce who you are, not who he is. So you got a male with emotional female tendencies. You got a male who don't know how to, who's been emasculated by his situation, and he don't know.
Yes.
Your pride shouldn't not allow for you to be sitting in the car while a woman changing the tire. I used to tell my boys, I said, let me tell you something. If you in the car with your mama and your mama stopped to get gas, you better not let your mama pump that gas. To this day, Eunice don't like pumping gas because she's spoiled because her sons and her husband pump the gas. And when she got to put gas in the car, she dropped little hints. I had to stop and put gas in my car. And so it's because she can clearly put gas in the car herself. She don't need nobody to put gas in the car. She know how to put gas in the car. It's when her strength and power to put gas in the car. But she know that's a male's job in our family. And my point is that you to his point, you reproducing what you don't want. You can reproduce a male who is not he's not feminine in his walk or his mood. He could be heterosexual, but still with female tendencies in terms of his emotions and his responsibilities. And I think that's some of what Bishop Jakes is saying. Your thoughts, Donna, Pastor Tuck, drop in. I'm coming to the comments.
Well, I in that instance right there, as a woman and having grown up, let me take my glasses off, having grown up with a father in the household, and the father would do just those things, having grown up with that, if I happen to see a young man that doesn't do that or is not doing what, like you, even some of the things that you said that men are supposed to do, growing up and seeing that and knowing that, I'm going to speak on that. Yeah. I'm not trying to be a father. I'm not trying to, but I am saying from experience that I had, this is what a father does. This is what a man looks like.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the case. That's where I come from with that. Because I'm saying to this joker who's sitting over here, you know, this circus lion on the couch or whatever that is there, you know, that is in my presence anywhere. I don't know if, you know, could be a friend's girlfriend, friend's husband, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's not correct.
Right.
You know, that's not correct. And you guys are here, and what Scripture says and what you guys are saying, this is not correct action for a man, or, you know, if you see a young boy, this is not correct for a young boy. Even my grandson's growing up. My grandson is 9, one's 9 months.
Yeah.
So I will say to them, I'm not trying to father them. They have a father. But I will add wisdom to the conversation.
Right.
And Donna, nobody's telling you any of that is wrong. But this is the point that I think so many people miss. The Bible tells us to train up a child in the way that they should go. And this is a critical distinction that most people miss. There's a difference between teaching and training. If you go to work at McDonald's and you go to McDonald's and your manager tells you, I need you to dump some fries, and this is your first day at McDonald's, you go into the emergency room. If you've never done that before, and they tell you, say, I need you to dump some fries. You'll be like, what? All right, I need you to take a bag of fries out of the freezer, go over there, open them up, dump them in the grease. You're going to the emergency room,
And they're going to dump them in the grease.
That's teaching. That's teaching you, but that's not training.
Exactly.
Training is demonstration in front of you, and then when you start, you're standing there watching and correcting any imperfections or any mistakes that you make along the way.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to train up our children. And that's the reason why it's a difference between I can show you better than I can tell you. And so as a man, as a husband, as a father, only a man can train another man.
That's
only
right.
a father can train another father. So you can teach, you can add
That's
wisdom,
good.
you can say things to a young man,
That's
but
good.
you can never train him. See, and that's the reason why when women train young men, see, there's a reason why you have young men, and excuse me for the crassness, you have young men who pee sitting down.
Yeah.
See, because you can't demonstrate that for him.
Yeah.
You can't train him. You can't show him. You can tell him, but he's going to do what he's seeing done over and over again. That's what he's going to mimic. That's what he's going to practice. And so that's why we have to be able to train our young men, and that's what we're supposed to do. And the problem is, see, we've gotten this distorted image and definition of fatherhood from the world, and it's not from the word. See, the Bible tells us in Genesis that the Lord formed the man from the dust of the ground. That word formed is the Hebrew word yatsar, and it means framed into a form, or it means to mold into a form or to frame. See, as men, it's our responsibility to provide the framework or the structure upon which the family is built.
Right.
You know, matter of fact, in Psalm 11, it says, if the foundations are destroyed,
Come on now.
what can the righteous do?
Right.
See, that word foundation means basis or support upon which something is built.
Right.
See, the word father literally means the founder of the family. So we are the source of stability in the lives of our children, and everything else on this planet rests upon us because we are the foundations. And that's why it's important for us as men to make sure that we are providing a firm foundation. And so we're supposed to be molding our young men in our same image because we were supposed to be molded after an image. And if you have not had that image, then you have to go back to the original model, to the original plans to make that image. And that's where the problem keeps coming from, because we keep saying, well, I saw one over here on the street. Yeah, like I told you, I've seen doctors on TV, but that doesn't qualify me to be one.
Oh my God. Boy, there's some good talk right here. Whether you agree or disagree, I think you're learning something today from different perspectives. And we come back to the comments in just a little bit. But first, I got to tell you about this. Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products. Hats, mugs, backpacks, bottles, cups, drinking glasses, lip balm, chewing gum, candy, and of course, t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising institution. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order right now. pbpromotionals.com and get your order started. Imprinting the best for less. P&B Promotionals. Donna, what you got, ma'am?
Are you in need of a quality used vehicle? Well, consider my friends over at Woods Automotive Sales. Whether you're in the market for a new vehicle or a used vehicle, foreign or domestic, Woods Automotive can get you rolling. Give them a call at 803-401-5837. That's 803-401-5837. Or go by and see Lester at 802 Hazelwood Road, Columbia, South Carolina. Woods Automotive Sales, guaranteed to ride with a smile.
All right, y'all, let's get some comments in.
The Akintunde Show.
Say what? Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
A-K-I-N Tunde.
All right, let me get y'all comments in right here. Marina said, truth delivered without love creates problems and things don't get received properly. I appreciate your point, Marina. Let me say this, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Sometimes, because of what Donna mentioned earlier, and I got this in her producer notes right here, 74% of households are in a non-male led household. So 74%. That's a large swath. That's a large percentage of our homes that have no male in the lead in the household. That doesn't mean that they don't have a father. That doesn't mean the father's not active. It just means that he's not in the home. What happens with that is sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, you don't really know how men respond, how men emote, how men talk. And I'm not saying you should talk with that intensity all the time, but sometimes, let me stop the music. Sometimes it take that. Sometimes it do.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that that's not love.
Exactly.
Right.
And see, to that point right there, a lot of times we don't know what a man's love looks like. Let me tell you something, y'all. Understand this right here. If I don't correct you, I don't really care about you. How many times you walk past somebody in the street and they acting a fool? You didn't say nothing to them because either you don't know or you don't care. You know, or you don't feel like you got the power. But anybody, any young man who's working with me, I'm going to correct you. I'm going to tell you some stuff. It might be something personal or something about business, but I'm going to tell you that so you don't walk out of here not knowing that and take that bad behavior or that maybe something a little bit misconstrued or off or something, a bad response into the future and cause you problems. I'm coming to your comments and we'll go ahead, Pastor.
Watch this. Have you ever seen how a mother lion grabs one of her cubs when she picking them up?
Yeah.
Does that look very gentle to you?
It look like it's painful. Every time I see it, I'm like, ooh, that hurt right there.
You be like, oh, why she handling them so rough? Because she love them. That's what she does to protect. That's what she does to protect them.
Yeah.
See, it might look rough to you, but that's love.
Right.
And anybody who's been a part of a Lion household knows that's what that looks like.
Yeah. And I think we got to really understand something, y'all. Men are quarterbacks. A man in a household is a quarterback. And what I mean by that is men know how to see down the field. And a lot of times you can see stuff happening, whether that be financially, whether that be in your marriage, whether that be with your children, that if that keeps going like this down that field, that's going to be in a bad position. That's going to put us or that child or whatever in a negative situation. And sometimes you don't even know how to articulate it, but you're seeing something that you like, yo, I got to stop that. That's a problem. So you try to throw a ball of correction way down the field. Hopefully your child will catch it so they can score their point. And I'm saying, but if you block that, if you block that, if you as a woman, if you block that, then hey, that's a problem for the entire family. And all I'll say is this right here, y'all, ladies, don't block your own offense. Don't block your own player. Maybe because you don't understand. That's why you got to learn the plays. That's why you got to be in practice. You got to understand the book, because if you don't, you could be in the wrong position when the quarterback is trying to run a play and mess the whole game up. Let me get y'all comments. What Bishop Jake said, this is Uzoma Nedum, said what Bishop Jake said was right. Only men can teach men how to be men. He took a stand for men. Shut up and stop being the teacher and be the wife. Can be equated to a woman / man taking their child to the doctor and the doctor says your child has so-and-so. Therefore, we have to commence treatment. And the woman goes ahead to say, but I Googled the symptom. You're supposed to treat my child for this or not that. Or not what you said. That becomes a shut up and the child's mom and dad moment. All right, Uzoma with the full analogy. 3 quotes. I see you. Kimberly said Ak has the same system they have on that sub. What? Really? Kimberly.
Daily I shine.
Too soon. Them people still down in the water, Kimberly. Just too soon for some jokes. Too soon for some jokes. Janice Johnson said, I feel like we took a trip back into the 1800s and how he said it. Ooh, Janice, it sounds like he did a lot of generalizations. I understand what he's saying, but the way it comes out is what I have an issue with. So you are not open to your mother's advice or an elderly wisdom, no matter
male or female.
Male or female. Okay, all right. I thought that was.
I know. I was like
yes, no matter.
If the slash wasn't in there, I might have said, whoa, but you got that little slash in there, so male or female.
Listen, y'all check Facebook. I want to make sure we're not missing anything on Facebook. Also, when we come back, I want to address what Janice just said right there. I'm going to let me and Pastor respond to that. Because again, I think we're missing something here. And I think, and it really goes, I think y'all got to understand something. You're more proving the point than anything.
Throw a rock in a pack of dogs. The hit one gonna holler.
Hey, family, stay right there. Don't y'all move. We need to let y'all know about some of our wonderful sponsors. Stay right there, y'all. This is the Akintunde Show.
At my church, we help people get better by teaching them how the word works. And we want to make sure there is no excuse not to get the word. It's our goal to make all of our ministries accessible on every smartphone, tablet, PC, and television connected to the internet. So whether you're a man who needs some wisdom, a woman who needs some encouragement, or a couple who needs guidance, the My Church channel has just what you need. Simply search for the My Church channel on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, or visit mychurchchannel.org. You can also download the My Church on the Go app from Apple or Google Play App Store. Constantly on the move? Check out the Word at My Church podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Or simply download the Word at My Church skill on your Alexa-enabled device. But whatever you do, make sure to stay connected. See you soon.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure y'all download that My Church app. Get that in your life so you can enjoy the My Church channel across all the various smart TV platforms, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and coming soon, LG, and some other phenomenal apps. You can also get it right now on the lovemychurch.org website. Get it, y'all. Download the app. Listen, do me a favor. I want y'all to tell everybody about the My Church app. I want this to be, I want to pop up and be the #1 most downloaded new app out there in digital streaming television and all the land. Listen, let's make it big and let's get these numbers up. They're doing well, but I think we can do better, y'all. So again, make sure y'all download the My Church app. Listen, fam, we're talking about today Bishop T.D. Jakes. He had a lot to say on Sunday, and just to be clear, go back and listen to the whole message. I think if you listen to the whole message, I think it'll offer some better context, and it'll probably be more palatable for what he said. Because if you know, sometimes when you just hear a sound bite and you don't know what somebody said prior to or what they said post that comment, a lot of times it kind of leaves a lot to be wondered and not really clear about. Again, listen, y'all. First Sundays is coming up this month right here. We got comedian Bernard Hines, co-host of the Jamal Bates Morning Show. I saw Jamal in the room earlier. Is Jamal Bates still? What's up, Jamal? Jamal Bates is in the room. How you doing, sir? Pastor Jamal Bates. Jamal got a major announcement coming up real soon. I'm super excited about it. He'll tell you about that when he gets ready to. I'm not going to say nothing about it until he's ready to say something about it. But of course, you can always listen to Jamal Bates Morning Show and the Jamal Bates Afternoon Show. Jamal has he's really smashing it on radio. But the co-host of the Jamal Bates Show will be in the house coming up on July the 2nd. Also, the host of her own show in Greenville, South Carolina, the lovely Big O, comedian, will be in the house. She's returning. This will be Bernard Hines' first time. The lovely Big O came through and blessed us all last year, and we're glad to have her back. Of course, she was with me a few weeks ago in Greenville for the Healthy Laughter Tour. Go and get your tickets right now by logging on to firstsundayscomedy.com, firstsundayscomedy.com. Listen, back to the conversation. Again, I think that I want to go back to this one conversation, this one comment that Janice mentioned. I'm gonna reread this, and I want to respond to it and give Pastor Tuck and Donna a chance to respond to it as well. I feel like we took a trip back into the 1800s in how he said it. It sounds like he did a lot of generalizations. I understand what he's saying, but the way it came out is what I have an issue with. So you are not open to your mother's advice or an elderly wisdom, no matter male or female. And I think Janice, I think what he was speaking to the larger audience who may not be, as you seem to be, a person who is more seasoned in recognizing it and dealing with men. A lot of times today in culture, and maybe your algorithm doesn't show this, but mine does. There's a lot of misunderstanding of manhood. There's a lot of misunderstanding of manhood today in culture. And people, the bottom line of it is, listen, y'all, men don't respond like women. Amen. In most cases. A man's response is going to be different. It doesn't mean it's always going to be ferocious. But a lot of times, ladies, sometimes y'all project y'all emotions on men, even in what he's saying or did not say, or how you feel he should respond. And when you project your emotions onto a man, you will misconstrue what he said or what he did not say, or the look on his face or something to that fact. And that can be a problem in communication and exchange. So I believe he was talking to a large chunk of our demographic, our homes, our culture, who doesn't have probably the experience of having a man in the household, or maybe they might have one, but they don't allow him to be his full self. And I'm not saying, again, I'm not talking about being domineering and violent. That's not that. Am I saying Bishop Jakes was that. I'm saying that male delivery is different from female delivery. UPS does stuff different than the United States Post Office, although they both deliver mail, but the way they do things is completely different in many regards. And you got to understand that and recognize that. Pastor Tuck and Donna, what's your thoughts on what she said?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the Honorable Senator Warnock from the state of South Carolina for his nice political response. I'm not going to be such.
Hold on.
Let's keep this real plain and real simple. Everybody keeps talking about his response and how harsh it was and all this kind of stuff. But one thing that I keep hearing, and you hear it everywhere, you hear it all the time. Every time some black kid gets shot, oh, they're killing our sons, they're killing our babies. We're seeing these mothers crying everywhere, talking about the epidemic of
fatherlessness.
Our kids not being treated right and not doing well. We hear it all the time, and our young ladies out here talking about the poor quality of men out here and all these kinds of things. And here you have a strong man, a man with a reputation of being a man.
Yep.
A godly man.
Yep.
Telling you how to fix this problem, and I don't like how he said it. Really? Really? And you can't figure out what the problem is? See, this is the thing, and I've said this before. We done got too sensitive, because the fact of the matter is, I don't care whether it's Donald Trump or what's my man name, David Dukes himself, to get on the news and talk about these dumb, big nose negras out here, lazy, won't go get a job, and everybody be like, "Did you hear what he said?" I be like, "Yeah, he won't talking about me."
Talbert, Pastor Tuck is talking about Trump. Get in here, boy. You want to hear this?
See, I'm that dude. If you ain't talking about me, I don't care what you say. Cause you can't offend me unless you called my name. I ain't getting into that. Well, he generalized. Like I tell you, you throw a rock at a pack of dogs, the hit one's gonna holler. See, why are we taking something personal if he ain't talking about you? If you didn't fall in that category, he said most.
Right.
He said most. And if you do the research, it is most. Because the research will tell you we're living in these times where we have fatherless. Everybody says it. They say it every Father's Day. And we said it ourselves a couple of days ago. I told you Jason preached this Sunday in his message. Father's Day falls around 20th, somewhere either before or after Groundhog's Day.
That's crazy.
It's a holiday.
That's crazy.
That's how much we value fathers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here is a man who is a father, who teaches father, who makes fathers, and he's trying to tell you how to fix the problem. And I don't like the way he said it.
Yeah.
But you complaining about your sons, your son-in-laws, the ones that are suiting your children, and the ones you see in the grocery store, the ones you see at the restaurant, they won't pull their pants up. And, come on.
Yeah.
What do you want? Do you want the problem fixed, or do you want me to talk nice to you? Let me handle this. If you bring your car to the shop and you want the mechanic to fix it, get out the way, let me fix this.
Yeah.
And that's all he's telling you right there, plain and simple. Either that or take your raggedy car somewhere down the road and fix it yourself.
Yeah.
I yield my time back to the senator.
I don't know why
Go ahead, Maxine.
I don't know why. I know why he tried to play me as like I'm being politically correct. And then you got Ashley Bailey co-signing. Ashley I got to be neutral because he need those sponsors. Look. Y'all.
I don't think.
I never heard anybody call me politically correct.
Hey. I don't have no problem with you being a nice guy. I wear black for a reason. You see what my shirt say? Lead, follow, or get out the way. And you see, get out the way got a line through it. Follow got a line through it. There's only one way to be a man.
I love it. That's real talk.
And that's lead.
That's lead. Celeste Kane said Ashley Bailey right. Well, Celeste gonna co-sign it. Pastor Stephanie is laughing about Talbot. Talbot in the other room. Ashley Bailey said I need Talbot Daddy and Rasputin's cousin to do an episode of Akintunde. I don't know where those voices are coming from. Talbot's father is Ephraim. Ashley. Ephraim. It's Ephraim. Ephraim is dad, and Talbot is father.
Talbot, Ashley Bailey doesn't know who you are, son. Get in here and tell her. Tell it to her face over Clubhouse.
All ain't even met. Y'all ain't even met his homeboy Beauty.
Y'all don't want to mess with Buford. Shout out to Lexus. Lexus Scott, the new administrator. She's walking through the studio. Lexus, I saw you. I saw these emails. I love technology, because you can see where everybody working. And these little, every time Lexus posts something, I get a little prompt in my phone. That means Lexus is working. Praise God.
Keep working, Lexus. Your check keep coming.
Right.
Come on now. Come on.
That's how you keep your check coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Listen, y'all. Well, again, we talking about this comment from Bishop T.D. Jakes. I'm gonna play the video one more time, all right? Because I think maybe now that we've talked a little bit, I wonder if the perspective has changed. I wonder if the opinions have changed. I wonder if people see more, have a difference of opinion, and even if you do have a difference of opinion, would you be so bold to share it? Did anybody come into the conversation with one thought, and then now you're like, you know what? I think I've changed my position. I wonder, has it, or are you still, in your position when you came in? Are you still locked there? I'm not gonna call you stuck. I'm just saying, you see, I'm trying to be politically correct. See, Gila, go ahead and run the comments one more time.
I know this is gonna get me on TikTok for sure, but here I go. If another woman tells me how to be a father, I will open my mouth and flat out scream. You can no more tell me how to be a father than I can tell you how to birth a baby. I don't know nothing about birthing a baby. I don't know nothing about nursing a child. You have to know what you don't know. Shut up being the teacher and just be the wife. How do you know how to be a father? Not only are you not a father, most of you didn't even have a father, and yet you're an expert on how to be.
And those aren't boos. Those are like, oh.
Those are the men saying. Those are the men saying.
No, that was women too.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, did y'all see the women stand
up? I
up?
saw women clapping when he was talking.
Yeah.
There was women clapping. So, obviously they agree.
Yeah, because some of them like, fix my transmission, Pastor. Fix it. I'm tired of riding the bus.
Yes.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
And we got some listeners over here, or some viewers over here on YouTube as well.
Go ahead.
And
what they saying,
we
Don?
have Hey Kels Hey says, I'm watching from YouTube today. Good morning, y'all.
Thank you.
Ashley Latoya said, did he preach this in a velour suit? That's all I would like to know.
Hilarious.
His messages hit different when he's dressed like he's going to a church picnic.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow,
And then
okay.
Hey Kels Hey came back and said, I don't think anything was wrong with what he said. I do feel that Holy Spirit can give women some insight when needed, that they can speak to the men in their lives. So,
Yeah.
and that's true.
That is true. And I can't tell you how many times my wife has helped me out with my sons, because there's been times when I was upset, when I was going too far, right? And then what I like about the times when she's done it correctly, it was like how she just walk up beside me and just do something like, just tap me on the shoulder,
right?
Or just come like, or in a discreet way. So maybe they didn't know, but just and so that's different than saying like, wait a minute, or jumping in, or beating your husband up later on because you didn't like the way he said something. I'm telling y'all something, y'all. I'm telling y'all this, and this is why I tell people all the time too. Prison guards don't say stuff nice. They don't.
True.
Wow. Say that again.
They don't say stuff nice. They don't say.
And guess what? How many of these videos have you seen with the police with your son laying on the ground? How many of them were whispering to him?
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. And see, what you judge as harsh is just masculine. And so what if Bishop Jakes or another man would have said the same thing, but with the female delivery? Some of y'all will call him soft. Because I'm seeing the women now. I'm seeing the women now on social who are calling men soft.
Oh yeah.
Who calling it men's? Well, we used to call them ban. A ban. A BAN.
Ban. What does that mean? Okay. All right, gotcha.
A female dog.
I got it.
Donkey.
Got it.
Negro.
Tristan is
Got it.
our production assistant.
What language is he speaking?
What's he
Tristan,
talking about? What?
BAN. I'll tell you after the show. I'll tell you after the show. I ain't gonna say it to you. I'll write it down for you. But yeah, it's it's another one. I don't even know how to even form that one. But I'm seeing women saying this now. This ain't men saying it. It's women saying this now. My point is, y'all, you got to sometimes know when to fall back. Johnny Cash said it best. You got to know when to fold them, know when to hold them, know when to walk away, know when to run.
And that was Kenny Rogers there, bro.
That was Kenny Rogers. That is right.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah. The gambler.
But you know, and this is the thing. T.D. Jakes never said that the wife could not offer insight.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said women try to teach him
Right.
how to be a father. There's a difference between you offering insight and you trying to tell me how to do my job.
Exactly.
And y'all know that. Y'all know that. Y'all know the difference.
Yeah.
I think Carol Chisholm is saying it. I like her comment. She said, what I hear Bishop Jakes say is he doesn't want a woman to tell him how to be a father. Not that women can't give godly wisdom. In many cases, there is no man or father around, so a woman is all who's available to give advice.
Yeah. Spot on, Carol.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah.
I agree with what she said.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nobody's saying, like you said, you can't give advice.
Right.
You can't offer godly wisdom. But like you said, it's
Pastor Tuck went out. Pastor Tuck went
Your
silent.
mic went
it's
out.
a whole nother thing.
Okay.
When you try to tell me, I don't, that must be YouTube.
No, yeah, it's just catching
yeah.
up. Clubhouse catching up. Yeah.
Yeah, Clubhouse doing this thing again.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
But no, pick up what you were saying at the end of it got cut off.
No, but I just say, no, you just don't want a woman trying to tell you how to do your job.
Yeah.
Like I said, nobody said that she can't offer wisdom. Like I said, Pastor Stephanie has great insight, and that's what makes our marriage.
Right.
Both of us have roles to play. Just like Ox said, there are times when my kids want to talk to her and they don't want to talk to her. There are times when they want to talk to me and they don't want to talk to her.
Right.
And I have two daughters, and there are times when I have to tell her, baby, I need you to fall back because this is something that needs to be fathered.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And she understands that because she understands what that means.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember not too long ago, how can I say this? It was a situation at one of my daughter's apartment with a friend. She called the house. Okay. I immediately left to go handle the situation. Okay. And this was like, tell me, hold on, I want to go. I said, no. You stay here at the house. Because if something need to be handled, I don't need you in the middle of this. But and I was glad that she was wise enough to fall back and let me go deal with the situation. And I did have to deal with a rather tense situation with a friend of hers, not a male friend. Well, it was a male friend, but it wasn't her male friend. I want to clarify that. My point in saying that is you just got to know when this is, sometimes it's a point guard move. Sometimes it's a center move. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes this a shooting guard. This a two guard. It's a forward. This a forward. You got to let them do what they got to do. You can't be in the middle of you mess it up, or you cause somebody to get hurt. And that goes both ways. Sometimes, fellas, you got to know how to defer to your wife. You got to know that this is a wife, this is a mom job here. Guess what? Even with my son, some stuff is better for mama to say, and rather than coming from me. Sometimes something may happen where they may be emotional about something that it's much better for a mom to go in and have this conversation than dad. I try to be emotionally intelligent and sensitive. Well, sometimes it's a better for a mom situation. It just is what it is. That's what the tag team is for, and that's okay.
And some things people don't even understand this. Because of the role of the husband, the father, head of the household,
right?
the authority that comes behind your voice, it don't even matter how you say stuff.
Yeah.
There's a certain weight that comes behind your words.
Yeah.
I learned this in ministry, that let's say, for example, you all are my staff, and I gave you all an assignment. You all got stuff y'all supposed to be doing, and Donna messed up something, and now I have to tell Donna, I need you to, do this a little different this week. And Donna may be a little sensitive, and I could tell her just like that, Donna, I need you to next week. I need you to do this way. I have seen people literally fall apart.
What? Say it, sir.
Literally fall apart just because I said that to them.
Yep.
They go into this whole thing of, oh, I ain't worth nothing. I just won't do anything. They stop coming to church.
Yep.
And now it's a month of rehab,
right,
trying to get them back to a position where they can serve again. Just because I tried to give them some constructive criticism.
Yep.
And so I had to learn, and God had to show me this. I might have to tell my wife or my elder, who's a lady.
Yep.
Can you talk to them about this particular thing?
Right.
And they'll go tell them the exact same thing, and they receive it.
Right.
And so it ain't about my delivery. Sometimes it's just a position.
Yeah. Some people don't like, some people today, and I'm gonna say this right here, and a lot of y'all ain't gonna like this right here, but because we are in a female dominated culture, a lot of people don't like any correction, male or female, young and old, because they're not used to nobody telling them something is wrong, and they don't like that. And again, that's why I love the film industry. Because the film industry, if the executive producer say that ain't right, then that ain't right. It don't matter what you like. If the director says that the shot didn't work and we shooting that again, look, homie, I'm glad you like it. You don't. I understand you don't like it, but guess what? It's back to one. We shooting that again. Period. Whether you like it or not, back to one, ma'am or sir, or else you going to the airport. And at the end of the day, that's more life than you would believe. And the difference is today is because people don't correct you, that's why people fire you. People write you up. How many times somebody might be honest, but you got wrote up on the job and you ain't even realize you got wrote up. You didn't know what you did because today people can't come and tell folks nothing. People not comfortable saying nothing. Yeah. I hope this is good for y'all. I hope we getting somewhere in these conversations. I hope we are coming to a point where there's some understanding, a deeper understanding of the positions, and I hope y'all gonna let Bishop Jakes off the hook. He knew he was about to step into it. Like he said, I know it. I know.
Leon Campbell said, my youngest son would get upset when I raise my voice, and I remind him that what he's supposed to do. I tell him that I asked him nicely the first time. Now you get the daddy had to repeat himself voice.
Yeah.
Since you didn't identify with the first voice.
Yeah. Got to raise the stakes. Yeah. Listen, y'all. Let's go to y'all comments right here. Kimberly said, "Be careful who you let on your ship because they will sink the ship because they can't be captain."
That's true.
Golly.
Yes.
Oh, wow. She said this generation now definitely can't take criticism. Yeah. I mean, and sometimes, watch this right here. Sometimes it's not even criticism. It's just a different point of view.
Exactly.
Somebody was talking about this the other day, and this is a sensitive subject because people can be so very strong, hard right or hard left. But they were saying that people don't even want to hear another point of view. People don't want to hear an opposing position. So now there are speakers who come to colleges and they get picketed before they even said anything. And I get it. Some people, they bring people to college. Sometimes they are borderline racist or all the way racist. But guess what? They still got the right to speak. They still have freedom of speech. And I think it's good sometimes to go and listen to somebody who you don't agree with. I listen to news channels who I don't agree with just so I can understand what other people think. And but when as soon as somebody says something that's an opposing position or an opposing thought to yours, then it is you want to demonize people, tear people down, or cancel people. That's a problem, y'all, and that's very dangerous. That's very dangerous. Okay, so there's so many things that falls up under under various categories that's dangerous for society. And at the end of the day, you need to be able to hear an opposing position. You need to be able to hear what somebody else thinks.
Yes, we have a huge cancel culture, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous because you can't say anything.
Yeah.
You know, if you hurt somebody's feelings, oh my gosh. And I know over time, you know, the comedy world has changed.
Oh yeah.
You know, what you can say versus what you cannot say, like you better not say that or we're going to rise up and, you know, you won't work again in this country.
Yeah.
You know, so people are just so sensitive. They're very, very sensitive now.
Yeah. You're about to be canceled. It's already done. Don't feel bad. You're not the only one. It's going to be a hassle. It won't be fun. You're about to be canceled. Y'all stay right there, family.
That's a good thing I work for the Lord.
There it is, y'all. Hey, family. Stay right there, y'all. We still got more talk. Still got more show. Hey, family. This is the Akintunde Show. Don't y'all move. Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products, caps, travel mugs, drawstring bags, water bottles, stadium cups, umbrellas, tote bags, and t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising company. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com.
Imprinting the best for less.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
Oh, yeah.
Ashley Bailey said an opposing position can save a life. Former workers of that submarine brought up safety concerns and no one listened.
Yeah.
Now everyone is under the sea with the Little Mermaid.
I pray for those people. I pray for those people that they can find them today.
I do.
Because they are like almost out of time.
I do. Ashley.
Almost. I thought they were
Stay in the
already
corner,
out of
Ashley.
time.
They said today would be, you know, that's it. Their air would be out today.
They said that the air is supposed to stop at 7:00 Eastern
7 o'clock
Standard Time.
today?
7:00 this morning.
This evening?
No,
this morning. Oh.
Yeah, that's what, last night when the evening news was on, the Lester Holt, he said they had 12 hours left of air. So you know, and that's if they did some measures that would allow them to extend the air, like going to sleep and they said
talking.
that not talking because that takes up more oxygen. But that thing is the size of a minivan. You got 5 people in it, okay, and they said it's very cold at that depth. And it's you probably can stand that cold at 8 hours, but now what is this? 96 hours they've been down there. Yeah, I think we need to pray for that before we leave the show today. Janice Johnson said, "It's the shut up and the wife part that bothered me. There are plenty of folks that I don't agree with their statements. It's all good and what makes the world go round. I don't have any issue agreeing and disagreeing with folks. It doesn't mean I don't love or respect them." I hear you, Janice. I wish Janice could take my phone and take my algorithm. Because if you saw some of the stuff that I see in my algorithm, you probably be like, "Oh yeah, y'all need to shut up." Yeah,
I'm gonna tell Sis Janice this. I know it's a whole lot of folk that you see in the grocery store a whole lot of time. You want to tell shut up, Janice. So let's stop playing. Let's stop playing, Janice. I know you. You Donna's sister. Stop playing, Janice. Stop playing. Stop playing. Come on. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck, Janice. Let's keep it a buck.
And to that point, watch this right here. So Donna, you mentioned today, that you grew up in the house with the father, right?
Right.
So what was your dad like? Was he like more laid back, or would he give it to you on 10, or was he the calm, like straight, no chaser, a grown man, or what he said in a playful way? What was his like parenting style or his correction style?
His correction style was always firm.
Okay.
Like if he was correcting you, you knew that you were being corrected.
Okay.
There was no doubt about it. And my mother would always say, wait till your father gets home. Or, I'm going to talk to your dad. I'm going to tell your dad. I'm going to tell your daddy, and then
TV show
we
was about
knew.
you on it, Donna.
No, I was very good. I didn't like to be in trouble. I might have done some things, but I really didn't like to be.
You ran away to another county. You went to another whole county.
You making caricatures of your neighbors. You're stealing rent money, corrupting your younger sisters. What are you talking about, Donna?
But I didn't like to be in trouble. I really did. I did do those things.
I forgot about all that stuff. Donna got a heck of a resume.
Donna got a record, man. Let's not even get into all of the weed, man. Let's not even get into all of the weed.
Y'all telling everything. See, can't tell people nothing.
It's the cumulative
number. Can't tell people nothing.
It's the cumulative.
Can't tell people nothing.
They trying to get up here.
They want to use it against you.
I didn't
Can't
do
tell
anything.
nothing.
Not me.
Donna, your daddy had to come to a whole other county to get you.
Oh man.
He
just happened to be coming home.
Was gonna get her out of trouble. No, we're not letting this go today.
Look, one time I went with one of my friends. We went to what they only have like one or two now, a drive-in movie.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all probably don't even know. Some people probably don't even know what that is. But we went to a drive-in movie. I was in high school, and I was getting ready to graduate, and I went with one of my friends. We said, let's go. So she met this boy at the drive-in movie. We stayed out all night.
Wow. How old were you?
I was 17. We stayed out all night. It was the summer. I had graduated from high school. And but we stayed out all night. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
Just going over to the other camera.
Go get her. I know you were gonna walk in behind this doggone house. 7 o'clock in the goddamn morning. You done stayed out all goddamn night. I know better than that. God dang it.
But it wasn't. I didn't meet the guy. I was an innocent bystander, and I rode with her.
Innocent bystander.
When we got back to the house, because the drive-in was in another town. So when we got back to the house, I know I was, but I didn't have a way back. I guess I should have started walking back, but I didn't have a way back, so I rode with her. So I sat there, and we stayed out all night. So when we got to her, I went to her house first because she had to go. We both had to go home, but she lived right up the street from me. So when we got to her house, her mother was like, Dad, where you been? Where you been? I was like, when her mother started yelling, I just went out. I went outside. I said, I'm going home. So when I was coming home, walking up the drive, see my father's always out there looking. Yeah. That's a good father.
Yeah.
When I came up, it was almost 8 o'clock. I know my father left to go to work around 8 o'clock, but he was standing in the driveway, looking up and down the road. Just looking up and down the road. And so I guess he didn't see me. He got in the car. And, of course, I turned around. I ran all the way down the other end of the street. And I stayed gone. I walked along the shore because we lived in a beachfront community. So I walked along the shore and everything. So finally I came home. And my mother must have heard me come in because about 10 minutes later, here come my father. So he can't come in and he was like, oh. So he came downstairs because my room was downstairs. So he came downstairs and he was like, oh, so you think you grown now. And all the while in my head, in my little 17-year-old mind, this is what I'm thinking. I'm 17. I'm about to get up out of this house. They can't be mad that I stayed out all night because I'm 17. I'm about to be grown. They ain't going to know where I am at night. So I should be good. I should be good. So he comes in and he says, oh, so you think you grown? You think you can stay out all night, huh? And I was like, no. Well, Daddy, this is what happened, So I explained to him. He just looked at me, and he didn't even really say anything. He might have been so mad that he just couldn't even say anything. And then he just went back upstairs. I was like,
you ain't get the belt?
No, I didn't get the belt.
Your mom ain't get you neither?
My mother was like, you better not stay out here in this house all night. That's what my mother said.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you the other day? If Donna had gotten the beatings that she should have.
I know good and God dang on what? You ain't got the nothing.
Pinky and Janice.
At 8 o'clock in the goddamn morning. I know good and well. I don't care if you're 17.
We can't blame Pinky and Janice for nothing that they done in their life.
They shake.
That's
That's
what
the
you would've
belt.
heard.
They shaking the belt.
As
at
soon as
me,
you
y'all.
came in the house, this is what you would have heard this right here.
They shaking the belt.
You would have heard footsteps.
My mother was like, "Don't you do that again? Don't you do that? Don't you do that?"
Yeah.
But my father, I think that at that time, my father he probably was so angry. Glad that I was home,
that's
but
what
he
it was.
so angry that he didn't want to put his hands on me at that minute.
That's what it was, because I can guarantee your daddy drove around. He didn't tell you this, but he drove around for quite a while at night looking for you.
He was looking.
And
well, if he would have came to the drive-in, because they knew where I was going, and that's where I was the whole time.
So now it's daddy's fault because he didn't go to the right place here. Because he
ain't had to worry about it. You talking about he ain't want to put his hands on it because he was so mad. He ain't worry about it. I went to work, came back home tired, and then put my hands on it.
That's what it was. Your daddy when he's out there looking, he's like, man, let me go and make some money. And he's like, you know what? Let me turn back around. Come on back to this house.
I'm gonna have to beat the tar off this girl. Jeez. But he didn't beat me.
Came back home from work just like nothing had happened.
I got to
walk right in the house. Yeah, baby, you ready for dinner? No, hold on. Fix my plate in a few minutes. I got something else I need to do first.
Hold on.
I had a good. He did give me a good talking to though. He gave me a good talking to, but he didn't.
Look, how many times you heard that?
That was the only time I ever did that. That's the only time I ever did that. Only time.
Okay, so Don, what we learned from y'all is that every couple of weeks we learn a new Donna file, a new Donna, a new photo, some stuff that Donna did.
I got a million of them.
We find out why Donna lacks discipline. And they better not never let me get a time machine.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man. You know, and some of the things.
Get a time machine, y'all gonna wonder, why Donna jump every time Pastor Tuck walk in the house?
Listen, y'all. Want a better way to grow your money that's potentially better than a 401k or CD? Consider the Gold Standard Group. Banking on the blockchain. Learn more about blockchain banking by reaching out to Legacy Wealth Builder and Asset Acquisition Specialist, billionaire Keisha Walker. With so many banks failing and changes in the marketplace, now's the time to get more information. Text CONTROL to 803-312-2873. That's text CONTROL to 803-312-2873. Keisha Walker and the Gold Standard Group. All right, Donnie, what you got over there, ma'am?
Are you in need of a quality used vehicle? Well, consider my friends over at Wood Automotive Sales. Whether you're in the market for a new vehicle or a used vehicle, foreign or domestic, Woods Automotive can get you rolling. Give them a call at 803-401-5837. That's 803-401-5837. Or just go by and see Lester at 802 Hazelwood Road in Columbia, South Carolina. Woods Automotive Sales, guaranteed to ride with a smile.
I wonder what Sade would say. Sade has 4 beautiful children. I'm looking at her profile picture. 4 beautiful children. Sade, if one of them beautiful kids stay out all night like Donna did, what you gonna do? You gonna talk? You gonna talk or let them walk that walk?
Man.
Oh my God, y'all! Listen. Again, we talked about today as we get ready to wrap things up. We talked about, the new video. It's not really new. It's a few days ago, but it's recent. The recent message by Bishop T.D. Jakes at his Partners House Church in Dallas, Texas, that a lot of folks had a problem with on social media across the internet. And we want to talk about it because I think a lot of times the male perspective today in society is oftentimes misunderstood. The way men respond, the way men do things, the way men act and react can oftentimes be misconstrued and misunderstood as something that it's not. And I really want to help us, I think, see the other side of it. I'm gonna be honest here, y'all. When men are misunderstood and sometimes men aren't allowed to be their full self, what it causes and breeds is resentment. It can breed resentment in your household. It can breed resentment within the family. Sometimes it can breed resentment of the father and the children. What do I mean by that? If a man's position, his response is not received properly, and the wife lets that be known that she does not agree, it can cause resentment in the children against the father for something that he's supposed to do. And then what then has to happen is you got to live some life and realize, oh, daddy was right. Yeah. And then sometimes what then happens is then you get blowback on mama, because I've seen children blame mama for stuff that she either allowed or didn't allow. And now they realize it should not have happened that way, or it should have happened that way. And now there's resentment there. You gotta let people, when they're playing their part, play their part. Don't be upset or confused or angry with Shaq because he can't dribble a ball. He's 7'4". He's huge. He's big. That was Kobe's job. That's what Kobe did. So don't be upset because Shaq can't dribble the ball. Shaq can't shoot a free throw. Shoot. He ain't really need no free throw. All that money and all that effectiveness, he didn't need a free throw. Shaq used to shoot 20 and 40% free throws. He didn't need it. Shaq can't shoot free throws. Who cares? He get rebounds and dunk balls and knock people into the sands. What I mean by that is we oftentimes are demonizing people for them not being what they never were called to be, not being who they are, and then get upset with them. Yeah, yeah. We're getting ready to do the Kingdom Business shout out, but want to get y'all a final round of thoughts. I'm gonna read some more comments. One more again before we get ready to get up out of here. Pastor Tuck, Donna, what's your final thoughts? What y'all think about this whole topic? And final thoughts on whether it be on what Donna's Donna Files or Bishop Jakes' video.
The Bible says that man who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet receives the prophet's reward.
Yeah.
Meaning the only way you're going to get the benefit of the person that God's put in your life is receiving them for the purpose that He put them there. And I told you earlier what it means to be a father.
Yeah.
That's the foundation of the family. That's their role. You got to allow him to be who God called him to be in order to get the benefit of having him. And so you can't try to temper that. You can't try to change it to what's palatable for you. You got to allow him to be who God called him to be, because the Bible says, how can one enter a strong man's house and plunder his goods unless he first binds the strong man?
My God.
And then he will plunder his house. So you can't make me weak and then wonder why the enemy is trying to destroy the household. You got to allow me to be the strong man God created me to be.
God.
Nice.
Why are you gonna drop that bomb right there before we about to get up out of here? Come, man.
Nice.
Donna, go ahead,
I
sis.
can't even top that. But all I would say to my sisters is, don't take it so personally. Get your feelings out the way. Let these men handle these boys. Let these men be men. And, not saying that you can't give your godly wisdom.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to.
Right.
You're not supposed to just sit back and be quiet and watch things happen. You can give your godly wisdom, but temper it in knowing that a man can train a man. We cannot.
My God. Listen, y'all, if you're in need of a health plan, and you're between the age of 0 to 100, that's a big range right there. But guess what? Be Insured number 4 Life can help you. Be Insured for Life can help. Call my sister, insurance consultant Peggy Rhodes, and ask her to assist you, whether you're a small business, whether you are an individual, no matter whether you're a veteran, whatever your situation is. Be Insured for Life can assist you in your insurance matters. Listen, especially veterans. The big part of their website is helping veterans, and a lot of times veterans do not know all the rights they have, or they may not even know what's available to them. Guess what? Be Insured for Life can help. Call them or log on to beinsuredforlife.net. That's beinsuredforlife.net, or text my sister Peggy at 770-330-0324. That's 770-330-0324. Again, 770-330-0324. That's Being Sure for Life, Peggy Rose. Now it's time, family, for our Kingdom Business shout out of the day.
Oh, here we go.
I think this is Donna's favorite. This is what Donna comes in to do the show.
every Tuesday and Thursday.
It's Donna's ringtone.
Hey, cricket letter. Yes. Yes, Kimberly. Cricket letter. Woo! Yes.
Today's Kingdom Business shout out is a special one. It's my sister, Miss Peggy Rose of Being Sure for Life. Miss Peggy drives down for First Sundays from Atlanta, Georgia, y'all.
Wow.
Get it? That's 3+ hours to come and laugh with us at First Sundays. And she is now a sponsor of the Akintunde Show and our brand new upcoming Healthy Laughter series that we will be announcing in the very near future. Listen, we want to celebrate Miss Peggy, and we want y'all to go and celebrate her. Log on to her website, beinsured4life.net. That's beinsured4life.net, and let her know that you heard about it on the Akintunde Show. All right, family, that is our Kingdom Business shout out of the day.
Yes.
All right.
Cricket letter. Cricket letter.
It's the remix over here. Akintunde on the Kingdom Business shout out. Oh, y'all, it's Thursday. Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
I know they was rocking. They was rocking to it. They was rocking to it. They was like, yeah.
Just ruined it all.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do?
Just ruined it.
Do you know?
Pastor Chuck, you was rocking with it, right? It was good,
No,
right?
he just ruined it all. He just ruined it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Ruined it
get
for everyone.
I'm gonna get one of my friends in the music industry who got a single coming out. I'm gonna get them to put me on their remix and blow y'all mind.
No, they're gonna be like, no, we're not doing that.
They won't be friends after that.
That's like they said. Look, it had to be somebody like Nick Cannon who don't care about his rap career. Who do not care about his music career.
That was so petty. Now, wait.
They're gonna let them record it, but it's gonna end up on the floor.
Like, man, we lost that joint, man. We lost that joint, man. And we had to put the album out, bro. We had time to get you back in the booth.
You know, yeah, man. Sorry, bro. Next time.
Don't know what happened to the file, bro.
Oh, man.
You know what?
Akintunde Show.
For that,
You heard what I said.
for that, you know what I'm gonna do?
Akintunde Show.
I'm about to.
Akintunde.
I'm about to freestyle on out.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. It's time to go.
What have we
It's
done?
time to go. It's time to go.
Promo, Jaleel.
It's time to go. It's the end of the show. Yes, it's time to go. It's the end of the show. Hey. I'm about to freestyle before we go. Yo.
Love y'all. Love
Hey,
y'all.
it's
Love
Akintunde
y'all.
Show. I'm freestyling, buck wilding,
Woo.
profiling, straight, always
Come back and see us
styling.
again.
Check out the jacket game. Check it, pocket square. That's okay. I ain't got no hair. I know I care what Bishop Jake said to me, man. Y'all might not like it. That's okay. I said so. I cited. Ha 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 ha.
What?
Ha 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 ha. Ha You can always go to a Busta Rhymes in case you
Mute
lose
his
your
mic,
flow.
Jaleel. Mute his mic.
That's why all the mute buttons are on this desk. Nobody can be
Nobody
mute.
can mute him.
Y'all, we love y'all. We thank y'all. We'll be right back here. Coming up Tuesday. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to the Akintunde Show family. I'm sure the post show, the after the show, I'm sure Celeste and I'm sure Ashley. I'm sure Paul. I'm sure they got a lot to say today, y'all. We thank y'all. We love y'all. We don't take it lightly at all that y'all will come and hang out with us. Hey, family, this is the Akintunde Show. Until next Tuesday, we gonna see y'all when we see y'all, family.
Woo,
Peace.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Love y'all. Woo.